Greetings, hi, the War Owl greets you, and welcome once again to another episode of Matchmaking Academy, where you are the star for all the wrong reasons. But don't worry, we're going to help you figure out what those reasons are and help you improve at Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Our hero today is Lunox. He is a pre-patch DMG, post-patch MG1 player, dots here and dots here. His favorite fish is the elusive Pyro Shark, and he had some questions today about Inferno. In particular, how to play Banana on an eco round. And as you can see, it's an eco round. Make sure to be kind in the comments to this fine gentleman. Don't say nasty things. Step no 1, don't do what I think you're thinking of doing, Lunox. No! Oh, he did it. Oh, he did it. He did it, now he's dead. Now he's dead. Well, first of all, pushing like that, if they got the kills, would make sense, so we can have the little hindsight thing. But getting both of your B players taken out early allows the T's to easily take B. If these guys didn't chill here for a bit and weren't get some. Come get some. If they didn't screw around for a bit, they would have been an easy take of B. Oh, okay, they still got the easy take because these guys didn't rotate properly. Well, so you see what I'm saying? You don't want your guys to go down at B. You want them to stay up until the T's are actually pushing into the site, because as soon as you two guys go down, boom, it's over. So pushing through your own smoke while it's like, oh, we're going to trick them, we're going to catch them off guard. It's a little bit too creative in my opinion. Let's watch that round a little bit closer. So putting two guys here, sometimes on these eco rounds, you want to think about stacking either B or A, so you can even stack 4 people here at A. Use the smoke to block them off. Smokes are great, and right here, they're actually in a really good position. Once this smoke is down, they can delay the push of these players, so they can chill in this area and wait for the T's to push through here. So just waiting for these guys, and it looked like they may have been setting up for it since most of the team is here, except for one player, Awesome Luke, who's going to be playing Lurk over there, sort of in the get right spot. And yes, pushing through here I think was premature. As you notice, what happened here is not all of the T's actually get hit by the flashbang. So let's go a little bit forward here and you'll see what I mean. So here comes the flash. He just kind of like popped it inside of the smoke. That doesn't really hit everything. The only place that really hits is this kind of an area, where this guy didn't get hit at all because he was standing on the right side. Although I get the idea of dropping a flash in the smoke because they won't see the flash coming. You could hear it bounce, and as soon as I, as a player, hear the boop, boop, I'm going to turn my head. I'm going to try to time it and say, all right, I got to avoid that flash. So I don't think it was a particularly good flash. It is a smart idea to throw it inside of the smoke. This guy was not. This guy was absolutely not flashed, and they were absolutely taken down. They were able to actually manage to kill one terrorist player, and a 2-for-1 trade on an eco actually is pretty awesome. However, if we look over on the other team, it's not exactly an eco because these two guys, the slow bros, are going to be purchasing up fully on a round where they should have ecoed. Now, I actually know why that is, why these guys did that. Look at them just staring at you like, should we do it? Should we rotate? And the reason they did that, the queuing that's going on here, Lunox and Leon were queued up together, and they were the B players, so he's playing with a guy who he knows how to play with, whereas the Slow brothers, they were in their own queue, and they refused to communicate with the rest of the team, and refused to follow the buying patterns. So when you get teammates like that, I understand, guys, it's difficult. You're going to have a really tough time winning just if you get teammates like these guys, and it sucks, I know. But it's just one of those things you're going to have to try to work around, because you can't really control what other people do. You can only control what you do. So if you were able to hold off B, I mean, when you got to deal with teammates like that, it's tough. It's tough. Okay, so he throws this smoke. They seem to smoke this nearly every single round when they're playing on Banana. This is a smoke that the Ninjas in Pajamas uses. Well, it's not the exact smoke. Ninjas in Pajamas is going to land like, I guess, old Ninjas in Pajamas. Pro scene is completely different, so everything I say is completely passé now. It means nothing. Anyway, and this is where Freiburg, I don't even know, this is where Freiburg played on old Ninjas in Pajamas. Right here. Either way, what I wanted to talk about here on this round in particular is on an eco round in this position, I don't think it's really a great idea, because as soon as that smoke fades, as soon as it goes away, you're just going to have a bad time. And I'm going to hop in game and talk a little bit about this position. I'm a counter-terrorist, and I want to play Banana on an economy round, so it is eco-beco time. We saw these players throwing this smoke down right here. Now, what I was talking about before, generally on a buy round, you can actually sort of hold this position with one guy pushed up a little bit here, and the smoke is so that if the enemy team is trying to push Banana, they're going to have a tough time if they have to push through the smoke, because you're waiting here on the other side, you're going to easily be able to pick them off Now, once that clears, you're in a world of hurt, because you have this pistol, you have to hold this angle right here. All you have is this spot, and you can't rotate back from this unless you're standing here. And if you're standing here, you can get picked very easily by a longer ranged player. This thing gonna take a 2-tap to the head at this distance. Gonna be really tough, especially if you're going up against an AWPer. What I like to do as I'm playing the T side is jump up here, or I could fail it. I jump up here, and then you can look right there on this angle. Really nice as well. You can even jump up, see if somebody's in new box. I know people boost here and shoot over there as well. So this is something to watch out for. I don't actually like this position right here. However, it does make sense in terms of I'm gonna run away, and as I'm running away, throw that smoke down. But since we're talking about an eco round, they're not going to have 5 smokes. And you're talking about the rank that they're at. They're not going to know the smokes for throwing them over there. So that's not really a huge issue. Once that initial smoke that they threw cleared, I think they should have just skedaddled their way back over inside of the site. There's a bunch of different places you can watch this from inside of the site. Because if you're playing this spot and you're waiting for people to push, they're going to push together. They've got Molotov smokes and flashes. It's real easy. Everybody knows them to bounce them into this position at sandbags. They were playing this position quite a bit. Like a few of the rounds, they were in the same spots. They had one of their guys right here and one of their guys right here at the sandbags. And that's really easy to deal with if you know about it. You throw one Molotov down there, boom, he's got to rotate out. He's in a world of hurt. And as these T's move up, look at this. This is where all of the terrorists are going to be pushing through. So you have to engage the entire team who is going to be checking this position together. It's just not a winning situation for you. So I think it makes more sense. And I'm talking about an eco. You can totally hold that on a gun round. But as you fall back into this site, there's a bunch of different places you can hold it from. The obvious one is right here, so that when the smoke comes down and when they try to push, you're in a position to do something. If you fall back into the site, you can try to get into a position. Dark is probably really good on an eco, because it's one of the last places that they're going to check, and you're going to be secure here for quite some time. But any place that's like a little corner, a little sneaky spot like that, because as the terrorists are pushing into the site here, they're a little bit more spread out. So as they move in, they're going to clear the site. One guy's going to run across here. One guy is going to move in close and is going to do this, check oranges and second oranges, and move on to new box. One guy is probably going to set up to plant. One might even try to push through the smoke here that they've thrown. I'm assuming that they've thrown the smoke here. Might even try to push through the smoke, or even if they don't, he's going to watch it and make sure nobody's coming. Maybe even stand a position like this. They've spread out, and as they're moving and clearing this site, that is a chance as an economy player to pick off a player. And if you trade, if you pop, take them down, and you survive, or if you don't survive, even if you kill a guy and you die on an eco round, that is a huge win for you, because you've lost nothing. What, I've spent 300 on this P250, I've spent 300 on the smoke. Roger. Sorry, my binds are all messed up because I have to get this fancy cross. I have binds for making videos and binds for playing. And drop weapon, that's what I use for smoke grenade. Love that keyboard sound, huh? Everybody loves the keyboard sound. Look at that. It's too loud, right? It's too loud.
Roger that.
Roger that. What was I even talking about? Yeah, I only spent 600 on this round. You kill a guy who's moving around here trying to clear. He spent 1,000 on armor. He spent another few thousand on his weapon, his equipment, his kit, his nades. It is a huge win for you economically. Now, another great spot to go to, there's tons of spots inside of this site that you can do. This is one I like. I go to it, I know you can do that jump, but this is easier. Right over here is actually a really nice spot on eco, because a lot of times players don't check this, and as they move around the corner, you can tap them in the face and get the first entry pretty easily. And you can also avoid flash as well, because most of the time they're going to go over your head, and the ones that land here, you'll see those coming a mile away, and you're just going to be able to turn like that and avoid them. So you can avoid flashes up here, and you can sneaky peek at them. If you don't want to do the jumping puzzle, since they were playing with 2 players, you can just boost up here, like, after you fall back, just boost one player up there and put the other player, like, at dark or something. So that's another cool spot to sit. One spot I see people do on ecos is a place like this. Your gun sticks out. I think it does. I'm not actually 100% sure. But a place like that, you can even look into the wall to prevent your gun from sticking out. And as they're coming by, you can pow, 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 pow. I don't recommend it. Players tend to get stuck here. I don't see pros play that spot. So that's why I would not recommend it. If you can afford a deagle, so instead of buying the Smoke P250, you've spent a little bit of extra money on the deagle, you can actually play car with this thing. And this is a great spot for the deagle because of the distance. It's like the perfect distance for deagle shooting. And if you're good with the deagle and you know how to use it, this is the perfect place to try to get some one-taps, especially from players who are playing this spot. They're going to be doing this, right? They're going to be aiming like that. And as they're doing that, if you know somebody's there, you can hold that, and just click, and they're gone. They're gone. They're dead. So Hippity Hoppity McGee here thinks he can bunny hop. Thinks he's got that going on for him. First of all, that's not a bunny hop. So I'm doing it in the pregame too, just trying to bunny hop his way across the sky. And I guess that's the round. All right, so his question here was, why did I did bunny hop bad, question mark. Well, he didn't, he actually wrote it eligibly, I'm just messing around. But yeah, first of all, that's not bunny hopping. Bunny hopping inside of these matchmaking demos is not really going to help you that much. I bet you put a lot of time into trying to learn how to do it as well. But if you try to use it to get to a position before the enemy, I don't think it's really going to help you very much. You should really use these advanced movement techniques for if you need to get out of fire. So if you're getting shot, if you need to escape, you can do an air strafe around a corner, or you could do a little bunny hop as you do the air strafe around the corner and get out of the line of fire and escape, and to make yourself a more difficult target as you're retreating. That's something I think that will actually help you with. But if you're just like, I'm going to get to the spot super soon, which is what you didn't do. If you're trying to get to a meeting point to surprise them, you'd come over here to car and watch this spawn. If you could get here super quickly, if you got an amazing spawn, and if you got extra speed, bunny hopping in CSGO is not going to do that for you. So I would suggest don't even worry about bunny hopping. I think air strafing is probably a more useful talent for you to learn inside of these matchmaking games. So there really isn't a lot to glean from the rest of these rounds. Lunox knows what he did. There isn't like a lot of advice to give because he and his buddy know how to play this spot. I don't know why they sent it in. They did that thing where they just want to show off. But either way, I wanted to show this round in particular because I like fails. Fails are funny, and this is a funny fail. So I spoiled the ending, but that's okay. So you don't need to, this is, I don't care. Okay, yeah, you're great. You're great, Lunox. Look at this. Oh, taser kill. Whoa, that's spray down, baby. Oh, there's another guy there on an eco. 1 versus 2. Gets the spray down. Get that Alvision music playing. Hit the Alvision music. Here we go. What a guy, huh? What a guy. What a player. World class. Next gen. All right, so it puts it into a 1 versus 1. That was all sarcastic, by the way. I see what you're doing, man. He sent this in like, what do I do on round? What do I do? I don't know what to do on round. And he's got this going on. All right, here we go. All right, where is he? Well, I know the bomb's there. I know, I'm gonna smoke, and then I'll defuse inside of the... Oh, you're visible. You're 100%. Completely, 100%. What a noob! So this is like a quick tips. If you try to smoke the bomb and you fail like that, go inside of the smoke and try to defuse it, or just use that smoke as bait for the guy to peek out, because you know if he hears the smoke go off, he's like, oh, he's gonna try to defuse, so you just play those mind games. Like, he just took the guaranteed loss, which is, I'm gonna try to defuse while I'm not in my smoke, because I have no spatial awareness. That's not good. Thank you, Lunox, for demo. Enjoy your weekend. Closer.
Whoa, headshot, 200 points.